Greetings, Dr. Desiree and your wonderful team. Once again, thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I do not take it for granted. Mental health. Well, as you know, I'm from South Africa. I've seen a lot of people being affected with mental health lately, mostly because of the pressure that the pandemic, COVID-19 brought on the globe. So people find themselves feeling overwhelmed almost on a day-to-day basis. People are battling to put food on their tables because they've been, like lots of retrenchments, businesses were affected. Obviously, that in turn then affects even relationships. So I feel like people are overwhelmed, and it's not something that is easily embraced by our communities where we come from, particularly our Black communities. People suffer in silence. It's only when people pass on, when they do the extreme things, that's when you're like, oh, but and then you then get to know that they were suffering on their own. And it's sad. It's really sad because I feel like some things can be avoided. So some of the things that I've also personally experienced in this season has been that people are putting each other on unnecessary pressure. Maybe it's necessary, I don't know, but people feel overwhelmed by the pressure. Even if you owe someone money, you are so pressured that you feel like you are failing. And the way that the engagements can be done can be very overwhelming. It's just too much. So it's both sides. I think even the person will be putting pressure they ever need. The person who's failing to even pay, this is just one of the scenarios I've experienced. They also need the money. So everyone is at pressure to do right, but because sometimes we do not perceive each other in good light, that maybe they have not paid because they actually don't have. I feel like sometimes we assume the worst of each other. That's why even when we could open up about our challenges, we can't because of the stigma. So I'm just trying to emphasize and say that if we can be a little bit lenient on each other, we can be able to